Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm glad to see you all here today. Today, we'll be exploring a very important topic. Dr. SK Singh's time-bound review and compliance, focusing on turnaround time in document review. Over the course of this presentation, we'll cover the key aspects of ensuring timely reviews, maintaining compliance, and improving our processes. So, let's get started and delve into how we can enhance efficiency in our document review workflows. Welcome to Slide 2. Today, I want to talk about turnaround time, or TAT, in document review. Essentially, TAT is the timeframe we set for reviewing, approving, and closing pharmaceutical documents. It's important that this process happens within a defined period to ensure we stay compliant with both regulatory and internal quality standards. Now, why is timely review so critical? Well, it directly impacts several key areas. For instance, it helps us ensure that batches are released on time, which is crucial for maintaining product availability. It also supports investigations and keeps our inspection readiness at its best. Let's focus on some of the main benefits. First, timely reviews ensure that batches are dispositioned without delays. This keeps our production on schedule. Second, it helps us prevent a backlog of GMP documents, which can cause bottlenecks and inefficiencies. Third, it supports compliance with our quality systems, maintaining the integrity of our processes. Finally, when reviews are done promptly, operational efficiency improves overall, and we're better prepared for inspections. So, maintaining a good TAT isn't just about meeting deadlines. It's about upholding the quality, compliance, and efficiency that are at the heart of our work. Let's take a closer look at understanding turnaround time, or TAT. Essentially, TAT is the predefined amount of time we set to complete specific document review activities, starting from when the review is initiated all the way to final approval or closure. It's a crucial metric because it helps us measure how efficiently we're processing our documentation. Now, when we talk about documents monitored for TAT, there are several key types. For example, batch manufacturing records, or BMR, and batch packaging records, BPR, are fundamental because they track the manufacturing and packaging processes. Deviations and CAPAs are also important. They document any deviations from the standard process and the corrective actions taken. Change controls are another critical area. They ensure any modifications are properly assessed and approved. Analytical data review involves analyzing lab results to confirm product quality. Validation documents verify that processes and methods are reliable and consistent. SOP approvals and revisions are essential for maintaining up-to-date standard operating procedures, and audit and investigation reports help us address any issues found during inspections. All these documents are monitored because timely review and approval are key to maintaining compliance and ensuring quality. By understanding TAT and its scope, we can better manage our workflows, reduce delays, and keep our processes running smoothly across the board. Let's take a moment to look at the impact this can have on our business. When we focus on reducing operational delays, we can ensure that our processes run more smoothly and efficiently. This, in turn, helps improve supply chain continuity, making sure that products move seamlessly from production to delivery without unnecessary interruptions. As a result, customer satisfaction also improves because our clients receive their orders on time and with quality they expect. Now, moving to the objectives of our time-bound review, the main purpose of TAT management is to ensure that we release products on schedule. This is crucial because delays can affect not just our reputation, but also our bottom line. We want to minimize review delays and bottlenecks, which often slow down our entire process. By doing so, we can improve the flow of documents and streamline workflows, making everything more efficient. Another key aspect is strengthening our compliance monitoring. This helps us stay aligned with regulations and standards, reducing risks. It also facilitates prompt corrective actions when issues arise, preventing small problems from escalating. Lastly, by enhancing accountability and tracking, we make sure everyone understands their roles and responsibilities, and we can measure progress more effectively. Altogether, these objectives are about creating a more responsive, reliable, and compliant process, which supports our overall goal of delivering value to our customers efficiently and effectively. Let's take a closer look at the TAT workflow in document review, focusing on the key monitoring parameters. First, we track the review start date, which helps us understand when the review process begins. Next, the pending review duration indicates how long a document has been in review without progress, alerting us to potential bottlenecks. Approval timelines are also critical, as they set expectations for how quickly approvals should be obtained. Closure timelines help us ensure that each review is completed within a reasonable period, contributing to overall efficiency. Now, moving on to the workflow steps themselves. It starts with document generation or initiation, where the document is created and prepared for review. Then, it proceeds to submission for review, marking the official start of the review process. The reviewer assessment is the next step, where the reviewer evaluates the document thoroughly. If needed, there's a correction or clarification phase, allowing for any necessary adjustments or questions. Once corrections are addressed, the document moves to QA review and approval, which adds an additional layer of quality assurance. Finally, we reach the final closure and archival stage, where the review is complete and the document is stored securely for future reference. Understanding these key parameters and steps helps us manage our review process effectively, ensuring timely approvals and maintaining high standards throughout the workflow. This structured approach supports the overall goal of streamlining document review, which is essential for our project's success. Now, let's look at how we approach the risk-based prioritization of reviews. The idea here is to focus on factors that truly impact product quality and patient safety. We consider the regulatory significance of each document, its compliance impact, and how it affects product supply requirements. These are our key review factors. Our main objective is to identify and prioritize the most critical GMP documents, so we can review and close them more quickly, ensuring no delays in the manufacturing process or patient safety. Managing these critical documents involves paying particular attention to certain areas. For example, critical deviations and OOS investigations are essential because they can indicate serious quality issues. Sterile manufacturing records are vital for maintaining aseptic conditions, while product release documents directly impact whether a product is safe for the market. Finally, market complaint investigations are crucial, as they provide insights into potential issues that could affect patient safety or product efficacy. By applying this risk-based approach, we ensure that our review process is both efficient and effective, aligning our efforts with the greatest potential impact on quality and safety. Let's take a closer look at the regulatory timelines and expectations. First, the review timelines are designed to keep our processes on track and ensure quality. For example, batch record reviews should be completed before batch release, so everything is verified beforehand. Critical deviations need to be escalated immediately and closed promptly to prevent any impact on quality or compliance. CAPA closures should happen within the approved target timelines to ensure issues are addressed quickly and effectively. SOP revisions must go through a controlled approval process to maintain consistency and control. And finally, audit observations require timely responses and closure, demonstrating our commitment to continuous improvement. Now, from a regulatory perspective, delays in these reviews can be a red flag. They might suggest that our quality systems are weak or that oversight isn't as robust as it needs to be. Essentially, timely reviews and responses are vital. They're a key indicator of a strong, compliant operation. So maintaining these timelines isn't just about meeting deadlines. It's about reinforcing our overall quality culture and regulatory integrity. Let's talk about monitoring and tracking TAT, or turnaround time, which is crucial for maintaining quality and efficiency. First, reviewing tracking systems helps us understand how well we're managing our review processes. We can use manual tracking logs for smaller teams or simpler projects, but for larger operations, electronic quality management systems, or EQMS, provide a more robust and automated way to keep everything organized. Dashboards and KPI monitoring give us real-time insights into our performance metrics, so we can quickly identify bottlenecks. Escalation workflows ensure that any delays or issues are promptly addressed by the right team members, and automated reminder systems help keep everyone on schedule without the extra manual follow-ups. Now, moving on to common KPIs. These are the key metrics we focus on to measure our effectiveness. The average review completion time shows us how long reviews typically take, helping us identify areas for improvement. The number of overdue documents highlights where delays are happening, so we can intervene early. CAPA closure compliance percentage indicates how consistently corrective and preventive actions are completed on time, which is vital for compliance. And finally, batch release cycle time measures how quickly we can move a batch through the entire process, directly impacting our overall efficiency. By keeping a close eye on these tracking tools and KPIs, we can continuously improve our processes and ensure quality at every step. This ties back to our overall goal of delivering reliable, compliant products efficiently. Let's talk about regulatory expectations, specifically compliance with 21 CFR Part 11. This regulation is crucial because it sets the standards for electronic records and signatures to ensure their integrity and security. One key aspect is validated computerized systems, which means any digital tools we use must be thoroughly tested and verified to work correctly. This helps maintain trust and reliability in our data. Secure electronic records and signatures are also vital. They protect sensitive information from unauthorized access and tampering. Moving on, electronic systems and automation play a significant role in streamlining our processes, making workflows more efficient and consistent. Digital review management allows us to handle documentation electronically, reducing paper clutter and speeding up review cycles. Real-time workflow tracking is another important feature. It provides instant visibility into where a process stands at any moment, which is essential for compliance and timely decision-making. Automated notifications and escalations help ensure that issues are promptly addressed without manual follow-up, keeping processes on track. Electronic approvals and audit trails are critical for accountability. They provide a clear record of who approved what and when, which is vital during audits. All of these tools combined lead to improved traceability and accountability, making it easier to track changes and responsibilities. Plus, by automating many steps, we significantly reduce manual documentation errors, which enhances overall data accuracy. In essence, these regulatory expectations guide us toward more secure, efficient, and compliant electronic systems that support the integrity of our operations and data. Now, let's discuss some potential consequences of the issues we've highlighted. First, GMP observations can lead to serious compliance challenges, which might delay our product release timelines. When inspection findings occur, they can further increase our compliance risk, potentially impacting our reputation and market approval. Moving on, I want to draw your attention to some frequently observed TAT deficiencies. These are common audit findings that can significantly affect our operational efficiency. For example, delays in document review and approval often cause backlogs of deviations and CAPAs, which then lead to incomplete investigations pending closure. Another critical point is the lack of escalation for overdue documents, which can allow issues to go unnoticed and unresolved. Additionally, inadequate review tracking systems can make it difficult to monitor progress effectively, ultimately causing missed product release deadlines. All these interconnected issues underscore the importance of robust processes and diligent oversight. Addressing them proactively helps us maintain compliance, ensure timely product releases, and uphold our overall quality standards. Let's take a closer look at some common factors that can affect TAT compliance. One of the main issues is inadequate staffing or resources. When we don't have enough people or the right tools, delays are almost inevitable. Poor workflow management can also contribute, making processes less efficient and causing unnecessary bottlenecks. Incomplete document submissions are another frequent cause. Missing information often leads to repeated requests and longer review times. Additionally, a lack of reviewer accountability can impact timelines, as when reviewers aren't held responsible for timely feedback, delays tend to happen. An inefficient approval hierarchy can also slow things down, especially if approvals are required from multiple levels without a streamlined process. Inadequate training is another key factor. When staff aren't properly trained, they may not understand the importance of timely submissions or how to efficiently complete their tasks. And finally, manual documentation systems often lead to errors and delays because they lack automation and real-time updates. Now, what does this mean for the organization? Extended review timelines don't just cause internal frustration. They can impact product supply and compliance status. Delays in review can slow down product launches, affect regulatory compliance, and ultimately impact our ability to meet market demands. So, understanding and addressing these factors is crucial for maintaining a smooth, compliant, and efficient process across the board. Now, let's take a look at the different roles and responsibilities involved in this process. First, we have the document owners. Their main job is to prepare complete and accurate records, making sure everything is in order. They also need to submit these documents within the specified timelines to keep the workflow on track. Next, we have the reviewers. Their role is crucial. They perform timely and effective reviews of the documents. If they spot any discrepancies or issues, it's important that they escalate these promptly so they can be addressed quickly and avoid delays. Moving on to quality assurance, this team monitors review timelines and key performance indicators, or KPIs, to ensure that everything stays on schedule. They also verify that all procedures are followed correctly and escalate activities that are overdue, helping us maintain high standards throughout the process. Finally, management plays a vital role by providing the necessary resources to support all these activities. They review quality metrics and trends regularly, which helps us identify areas for improvement and ensures that the overall process remains efficient and effective. All these roles are interconnected and essential for maintaining quality and compliance. By clearly defining responsibilities, we create accountability and ensure that our process runs smoothly from start to finish. Now, let's talk about some best practices for ensuring effective TAT compliance. One key approach is continuous improvement, which involves regularly analyzing trends in delays to identify patterns and root causes. By doing this, we can address recurring issues more effectively through CAPA, or corrective and preventive actions, and implement workflow optimization initiatives that streamline processes. Another critical aspect is strengthening review timeliness. To do this, we need to clearly define TAT requirements within our SOPs so everyone understands expectations. Using risk-based review prioritization helps us focus on the most critical cases first. Implementing electronic tracking systems is also vital. They provide real-time visibility and help us monitor progress. Automated reminders and escalation protocols ensure that reviews stay on track and any delays are promptly addressed. Regular KPI reviews allow us to measure performance and identify areas for improvement. Equally important is training personnel on review expectations, making sure everyone is aligned with our goals. Management reviews of overdue trends provide an added layer of oversight, helping us catch issues early. Lastly, strengthening QA oversight and accountability ensures that quality remains at the forefront of our efforts. When we combine these practices, we create a robust framework that supports sustained TAT compliance and overall process excellence. Let's wrap up with some key takeaways. First, timely document review is absolutely essential for maintaining GMP compliance and ensuring smooth operations. When reviews are prompt, it helps prevent delays and keeps everything on track. Next, effective turnaround time management really enhances product release processes and strengthens our oversight of quality. Faster reviews mean we can get products out faster without compromising standards. Risk-based prioritization is also crucial. By focusing our review efforts on the most critical areas first, we make sure that the most important aspects receive the attention they need. Implementing electronic systems can significantly improve workflow control and traceability. These tools help us track everything accurately and ensure nothing slips through the cracks. Finally, strong monitoring and accountability are vital for continuous improvement. They boost our compliance performance and help us stay inspection ready at all times. All these points tie back to our overall goal: building a culture of quality, efficiency, and compliance in everything we do. For further support, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We're here to help with any questions or additional information you might need. Remember, we're committed to ensuring you have all the resources necessary to succeed. Thank you so much for your time and attention today. We truly appreciate your engagement and look forward to staying connected.